Very pleasant morning to one and all. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. Bowing my head to the lotus feet of Sri Suttur Guru Parampare, Sri Suttur Veera Simhasana Mahasamsthanamata, seeking the divine blessings of His Holiness and Jesus Mahavidyapita. Very good morning to all esteemed dignitaries, faculty members, the technical staff, and the guests present over here today. I, Rohit Aman, Assistant Professor, Department of EC, honored and privileged to be the host for the inaugural ceremony of the three-day workshop enhancing the academic writing skills with AI tools and managing academic accounts. As we begin this auspicious occasion, seeking the blessings of His Holiness, we shall begin today's function by invoking the Almighty to shower His blessings on each one of us. I would like to call upon Srimati Tara to render the invocation song.
विघ्नराज विनायक अनाथ रक्षक अनाथ रक्षक अनाथ रक्षक नीवे अनाथ रक्षक नीवे ఆదరించినను బ్రూవరాజ ఆదరించినను బ్రూవరాజ వినాయక సరసీరుపాసనను ప్రచరణా సతతమోదు జన సంకట సరసీరుపాసనను ప్రచరణా సతతమోదు జన సంకట పరమ కృపా సాగర పరమ కృపా సాగర పరమ కృపా సాగర వరసుగుణ పరమ కృపా సాగర వరసుగుణ పాలిత జన గోపాలద పాలిత జన గోపాలద వినాయక
Thank you, ma'am, for the blissful. And also to provide an insight of this program, I invite Sri Basappa Kedya, the head librarian, and also the convener of this program to deliver the welcome address.
Very good, Namaskara. Very good morning to us. I sincerely bow my head and submit my respectful pranam to Lord Smita, the Supreme Guru Parampara, and seek their divine blessings. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the welcome address at the esteemed gathering convened for the inauguration of our 3 days workshop enhancing academics, writing skills with AI tools, and managing academic accounts. It is my great honor to welcome the chief guest, Dr. P.S. Guru, Senior Doctor, Department of Department Studies of Computer Science, University of Mysore, who have accepted our invitation today. Please, Doctor. I am grateful to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. A.M. Santosh Kumar, the President of today's function, a guiding light and pillar of support, whose unwavering commitment to our organization growth has enabled us to organize impactful programs like this. I welcome you, sir. Now, I am pleased to welcome our beloved Principal and Dean Engineering and Technology, Dr. C. Nataraju, who always inspire us by advising to conduct impactful programs. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome the university officials, head of the departments, faculty member, other departments, my department colleagues to this inaugural program. It is time to welcome the participants from various departments, university officials, libraries, and other sections who are witnessing this program. Together, let's create future where we can grow, success, and make a meaningful impact. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce the three-day workshop on enhancing academic writing skills with AI tools and managing academic accounts. This workshop is designed to empower educators, researchers, and students to leveraging artificial intelligence for academic growth and efficiency. Over the course of 3 days, participants will gain valuable insights into topics such as writing assistance and language enhancement with AI, where tools for improving grammar and language will be explored. The session will cover AI-powered research tools to assist with literature review and data analysis and demonstrate how to streamline literature review effectively using AI. Additionally, the workshop will provide an overview of AI applications in academia, shedding lights on its growing role of enhancing research and teaching. Practical demonstrations of popular AI tools will be conducted, ensuring hands-on experience, ethical considerations, including the ethical use of AI in data privacy, will also be discussed throughout the responsible adaptation of these technologies. Furthermore, sessions of managing and enhancing academic visibility will guide participants to building impactful research profiles and metrics. The workshop will also explore how AI can be effectively used for project planning and collaboration, helping participants to better organize and execute their academic tasks. We are confident that this workshop will equip you with the skills and knowledge to integrate AI seamlessly into your academic and professional endeavors. Wishing all the participants a productive and enriching learning experience. Library and Information Center are poised to conduct more such programs, again to empower the staff and enhancing their capacity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your earnest address. On this occasion, we would like to welcome Sri Basappa sir for this event. As we move forward, it is a time to light the ceremonial lamp, symbolizing the triumph of the knowledge over ignorance. I request all dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp and symbolically inaugurate this program. And also floor. You are. And I now request Ms. Surabhi, coordinator of this event, to give a brief introduction of our esteemed chief guest for today's event, Dr. D.S. Guru.
Good morning, everyone, esteemed colleagues, students, and honored guests. It's my privilege to introduce a distinguished individual whose career in academic, research, and community service has been truly exemplary. Today, we are honored to have with us Professor D.S. Guru, a renowned scholar, dedicated educator, and visionary thought leader in the field of computer science. Professor D.S. Guru currently serves as a senior, senior professor in the Department of Studies in Computer Science at the University of Mysore. His immense contributions extend beyond the university, as he is an esteemed member of several prestigious committees. These include the Working Group of Distance Education Bureau of the University Grants Commission and the Expert Committee for drafting the National Education Policy Regulations for 2023. Furthermore, Professor Guru serves as a chairman for pivotal programs such as Bachelor of Computer Applications, Internet of Things, and AI and ML at the University of Mysore, underscoring his commitment to shaping the future of education in these domains. His academic credentials are equally impressive. Professor D.S. Guru earned a postdoctorate from the PRIP lab at Michigan State University, USA, and PhD from the University of Mysore. His foundation in academia is built on stellar achievements during his undergraduate and postgraduate years, where he secured top rankings. His contributions have been widely recognized, earning him numerous accolades, including the Rajyotsava Puraskara in 2023 for his contributions to education and the ARP Award from the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka in 2010. Notably, he also recipient of the Boyscast Fellowship from Government of India, reflecting his caliber as a global academic leader. Professor Guru research achievements are nothing short of remarkable. He has published over 80 journal papers, 270 conference papers, and book chapters. With an H index of 32 and an I-10 index of 84, his work has left a significant impact on global academic community. His mentorship has guided over 32 PhD scholars and continues to supervise 8 more. In addition to his groundbreaking research, he has played a vital role in several sponsored projects funded by AICTE, UGC, and DST, and serves as an associate editor for the prestigious Journal of Patent Recognition Elsewhere Science. His academic influence extends further through his authorship of textbooks and editing of numerous scholarly volumes. While his contributions to academic policy, including under national education policy, have set a benchmark for educational excellence. Professor Guru is a life member of professional organizations such as Computer Society of India, Indian Society of Technical Education. His leadership has included serving as a chairman of the CSI Mysore chapter. He has also represented India on international platforms, delivering lectures in the countries like USA, China, Russia, and France. Beyond academia, Professor Guru exemplifies a rare blend of academic leadership and social responsibility. As a founder trustee of the Maharaja Education Trust, he has been instrumental in establishing MIT institutions that empower students across Mysore. His social initiatives through the Seva Samiti focus on holistic development of students and communities with programs ranging from medical camps to personality development workshops. We're privileged to have him with us today. We look forward for his invaluable insights.
Thank you much for the brief introduction. And I now request with our chief guest, Dr. D.S. Guru, sir, to speak a few words about the 3-day workshop enhancing the academic writing skills with the AI tools and managing. Namaskara. I said good morning to all.
Morning.
We still have to begin now.
Yes.
We are expected to attend several marathon lectures today and the next 2 days. But the first speaker only we are selling. It's not a audience. That means Namaskar. Okay. Good morning to all again. With a great salute to the Guru Parampara of Sri Subrahmanyam. And special salute to Dr. Rajendra Shri and the current president of JSS Vidyapita, Jagat Guru Sri Shivanath Deshikendra Mahaswami, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this JSS Science and Technology University, Professor Santosh Kumar, sir, the President of today's inaugural function. The principal of this esteemed Raja College of Engineering, elderly personality, was a Natarajan sir, and that the dais, the convener of this 3 days workshop, my good friend, Professor Prasad, the of various departments of this esteemed campus, wedding technocrats, media colleagues, and participants from various other institutions. The most important, my dearest research scholars and students, good morning to you all again. I really feel it's my immense pleasure to be here as a part of this inaugural ceremony of this 3-day workshop on enhancing academic writing skills and managing academic accounts with the support of artificial intelligence tool, which I have been researching for the last 30 years. I'm into the field of AI. Indeed, I initiated AI research in the Department of Physics and Computer Science back in 1997. My PhD was on fixing up a camera of a computer and expecting the computer to recognize there are several industrial objects in case if industrial objects are placed in front of the camera. Then I was into programming of computers so that computer should be able to attend. I query that, I keep a hammer. The computer has to display on the mind of that it's a hammer. Recognize that it is recognizing that it is a hammer. If I keep a scissor, the computer was expecting to say that it is the scissor which is placed in front of camera. When I initiated, perhaps the people used to laugh at me. What are you doing? Is it really possible to make the non-living entities working like a human brain? Today, this is what you are seeing is a demanding technology. I'm really happy having enrolled my PhD with my supervisor working on AI related aspect. Because of that effort, today I'm identified to be one of the top AI scientists in nation India and across India, outside India also. And I really feel I am honored and respected for having given me an invitation to be a part of this inaugural ceremony and to inaugurate this 3 days workshop. Wishing a grand success for this workshop. I wholeheartedly being extremely happy. I inaugurated this 3 days workshop by lighting the lamp, wishing the great success, not only for this workshop, but also wishing all of you to have not simply a 3 days stay here, learning the tools of AI towards improving your skill in writing academic documents and maintaining academic accounts, but also wishing you an experience stay for the next 3 days. I don't want you people to just sit and learn, but also I wish that it's not a seminar, it is going to be a workshop. So you are expected to practice before you just walk out of this auditorium. And then the moment you go to your respective institutions, perhaps you can teach others, you can train others,
so that August AI technology could be made use of to come out with a wonderful documentation for any thoughts of your interest. So, I have many things to share with you, but unfortunately, because the event is started little later, too much late. So I expected that SJC is a early bird campus, but I am still equally happy because the people of SJC are from Suryavamsha. You know what is Suryavamsha? The members of the Suryavamsha get up only after Surya is seen on the sky. So even from those days of when I was a student of bachelor's degree, I used to hear that SJ campus opens at 7:30. Even today, I believe as far as timetable is concerned, as far as timetable is concerned. Hope that's true physically also. But anyway, because of this communication, I thought that this, having seen in the invitation that it is 10 o'clock, I was here very much at 9:55, but waited till 10:50, roughly 50 minutes minimum. But still, because I had to log into the online expert committee meeting to carry out a virtual visit for 20 sanctioning of Uttarakhand Open University campus, I got to get into the online meeting with along with other industry experts at 11:30 minimum. I just tried to wind up my lecture as my speech as earlier. So before I proceed with this, the importance of AI in enhancing the skill of writing, especially the academic documents, I just would like to request you all to second my opinion with your big applause to congratulate the team headed by Mustafa sir, because he has really put in great effort. The title is really catchy. Not only the title is really catchy, he has also put in great effort to bring in experts who can deliver lectures on various topics related to how AI tool can be better exploited, can be better used for enhancing our ability in coming out with an effective and efficient document to convey our thoughts across the globe. So you could catch hold of many people within Mysore, also from outside Mysore. And there is an interesting professor coming from Sweden on the way. And she happened to be in Bangalore yesterday, and because of my request, she is visiting Mysore, and I just have requested her to be a part of this 3 days workshop. And she will be here tomorrow. And the session is scheduled to be at 10 o'clock. My humble request is please all of you be here before 10 o'clock. Because for me it's okay, because I simply see that you are representing SJ College of Engineering, because I'm in adjacent campus of Consul. But when that professor from Sudan appears to be here in front of you, seeing you that you are late coming, then perhaps she carries not the image of SJC, but the image of our mother India. Please remember that our lecture is scheduled at 10 o'clock. Otherwise, I request Basapar to shift her lecture. I'll speak to her instead of at 10 o'clock. We have to make her lecture at 11 o'clock. Right? So let the first lecture start at 10 if possible. Otherwise, let us start the first lecture at 11 o'clock. You just please discuss with Basapar and then give her timing so that you will be here. Because otherwise, it doesn't carry a good sense, especially an academic culture of Indian universities and colleges. Anyway, look, dear friends, here in the title of this workshop, I see there are interesting terminology. One is academic accounts. One is academic accounts. The other one is academic writing skills. So generally, imagine that when you do something good, unless you document it properly and communicate it across, and your job or your effort will never be of any use. You can just imagine that there is a doctor, like medical doctor, who is also a researcher. So every day his responsibility is to create a new medicine. He just comes out with a new syrup. And then by the time he goes home, on the end of the day, he drinks that medicine and then sleeps comfortably well. And he is preparing good medicine for having a better sleep in the night. Then he drinks it. Again, he will come for his laboratory next day. He will create a new medicine, a modified version of it perhaps. And then the moment he goes home, he drinks it up. And then he does it every day. And one day he dies. But on the other hand, think of, if I wish, welcome. On the other hand, you just think of another doctor, he does the following. He creates a new medicine one day, and alternatively he documents it. And then second day he dedicates for documenting how is that medicine created, what is the use of this medicine, what are the compositions of that medicine, ingredient of this medicine, what is the purpose of it, right? How many doses should be taken up in case if it is a child, in case if it is an adult, and so on. He just documents it. And then third day he creates another medicine, fourth day he dedicates for documenting it, and one day he dies it. Now let me just tell you or ask you the question whether the first doctor is really useful or the second one is useful. Second one, because he has documented his idea. Look, dear friends, when you being a part of academic circles, either you are a good teacher or a effective teacher, or you are capable of generating the content of your own, having studied many, many materials. Right? When I deliver a lecture of 1 hour, I don't follow any textbook strictly. There is nothing like a textbook which is supposed to be followed up for delivery of lecture, but I follow many, many textbooks indirectly. So my lecture would be a summary of all extracted things but integrated together, right? Assimilated together. If I can document my lecture, perhaps that would be a wonderful textbook for my students. So look, how do I document that? Perhaps if even today I recollect when I used to do my PhD, including my scholars, perhaps earlier to 2010, we used to refer thesis before submission for a review by an English language expert. I mean, before submitting the thesis to the university, generally my supervisor used to say that, Guru, you go to a neighboring Department of Studies in English, and get your thesis reviewed by an English expert. But I noticed, unfortunately, that the English teacher used to look at the grammar of that. But unfortunately, my thesis is full of scientific terminologies. But generally, the English grammar or the teacher finds it very difficult to understand the scientific terminology. Even I do find it very difficult to understand the terminology of life sciences. I may be good in English, I may be good in science, but I am totally poor in life sciences. I cannot review the thesis of life sciences, right? So then, perhaps looking at the AI too, it has been a practice of a human being. Every day he tries to become more effective and more producible. So since during civilization also, people used to take support from other good friends. People used to take a support from other animals called domestic animals. A farmer wanted to be more productive in producing crops, right? More effective in producing crops. Then he was in an interest of training, giving specialized training for animals like cows, oxes. Even today, police department is making use of the support of dogs for identifying crimes, I mean, when during civilizations, our ancestors wanted to be more productive and more effective in carrying out the jobs of their interest. They wanted to, instead of me alone working for the job, if I take a support from others and including the living animals, which can exhibit a kind of natural intelligence, perhaps I become much more productive and effective, right? So today, why can't we take up a support from non-living entity like computers? Can I think of algorithmically representing my domain expert, my domain knowledge, so that it could be inculcated into existing computing technology, so that computer technology can support me in coming out with effective way of solving the problem. So that's what is today a demanding technology called artificial intelligence, right? So whether you love it or not, whether you like it or not, it is there. It is everywhere. It's like air molecule. Data is everywhere, right? Whether you love it or not, data is made available. Everything is available, but what do I do with the data? Look at this slide on the screen and read it out perhaps. When you read it out, it says that 3-day workshop on 19th, 21st December 2024. 3-day workshop on the dates. Do you think that this workshop is on those 3 days? No. This workshop is on the title, Enhancing Academic Writing Skills with AI Tools. Look, you generated the content, but not in so appealing way, right? Can I make use of the moment you give it to the English expert, that English experts will put corrections on that. It is not 3 days workshop on those 19th to 21st, but he makes a correction that it is 3 days workshop on enhancing academic writing skills with AI tools and managing academic accounts during 19th to 21st. If he can put up such a corrections on that slide, why not my computer? Right? Today, LLMs are available, large language models are available, right? You just work with the AI, give your content, give your ideas, and we have even RAG models, retrieval augmented generation systems, right? You just submit a small query to the system would generate possible outcomes of it, and then integrates, assimilates together into an effective way of coming out with. Look, today AI is made available, tools are available to generate not only the content, even to analyze the data. So you can use it for data analytics, you can use it for content generation, you can use it for indexing of your content, you can generate the table of content. You really find it very, difficult to extract the headings, small headings, and then section wise you putting it in a sequential way. Perhaps you can give it to the AI tool. AI tool would help you in coming into the table of content. Not only that, you can even generate the metadata of it, right? If you can generate the metadata of it, the metadata could even be expanded so that the entire document of 100 pages could be summarized into only 1 or 2 pages. Look, I'm just summarizing my inaugural talk, looking at the titles being covered up. Is planned to be covered up for the next 3 days, right? So I'm happy that Basappa sir could put such a good effort to identify the suitable experts for the suitable titles. I know everybody here, and all of them are extremely rich, and all of them have not only simply practice. These are not the practitioners of AI tool, but most of them are the creators of the AI tool. Right? Whoever would be addressing you for the next 3 days, I'm sure that they will not speak in front of you. Their experiences would speak in front of you. When experience speaks in front of you, perhaps it is the most effective way of learning environment. Look, any academic circle has basically 3 components. One is learners, another one instructors like me, yet another is administrators. Then that AI tool will be used for generating the budget for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, for long plan, for a short plan. Can I reallocate my budget? Can I think of studying of? Look at the history. Perhaps the professor Santosh Kumar looks at the history of HJCE and how much was the expenses in the last year, just before last year, just before last year, and so on. And based on his understanding, he will cut off some unnecessary expenses, right? If we can do it manually, why not my computer? Can we take off his domain knowledge? And that could be expressed in the form of algorithms and data sets so that programming can be done. And the moment it is inculcated with the computer can recommend these are all unnecessary expenses for you in the campus. You can cut off this, and that same thing can be dedicated for a different purpose. So this is what is called academic accounts. Not only the financial related, even managing students' data, student information system, right? How many students are there who enroll for it? Especially in incorporation of NEP has put us into a more of confusion related to student movement. No? The student movement could be captured, could be well analyzed and monitored with the support of AI technology today. Right? Student data monitoring, student information management system, and timetable setting. That's a challenging job for our HODs today. Right? We have AI tools. If you lead, if you inject the constraints of your AI, I mean, I am constrained. That I always say that in my department. I would love to take off my lecture from 9 to 11 or 4 to 6. Either I prefer in the morning or I prefer in the evening, because in between I would love to attend some meetings, inaugural ceremony like this, or other meetings in the universities and so on. Then my constraint is that I would like to engage classes only either in the morning or in the afternoon. And some other teacher may have a different constraint. One more have a different constraint, right? So classrooms could be the constraint. Laboratories would be the constraint. If you could express all these constraints in the form of some dependence, some data dependency model, perhaps that could be given as input to the AI tool. The AI tool will come out with a well settled timetable. That doesn't mean that you are going to accept the outcome of AI. AI is only a tool. AI is only a tool. It's not a replacement for you. We are talking about AI not to complement, not to replace any teacher, not to replace any expert, but to supplement. I mean, AI tool is to assist. It's an aiding technology, right? Instead of me alone working, if I work with the AI, if I take up the support of AI, perhaps I become much more effective and efficient in my delivery, right? So the moment it is generated, the timetable is generated, you need not accept it directly. There will be many omissions. There will be many lacunae, right? Then you have to proofread it. Even today we have AI tool to proofread. Again, look at, I mean, AI upon AI within AI, right? Experiential AI, explainable AI. There are many branches of AI today. I'm really happy that this, team headed by Basappa has really thought of wonderful titles. Look, dear friends, writing skill is not the teaching. Producing a document of your research idea or your teaching ideas or your plans of work for the today or for the next 1 month is not that easy, because once you produce a document on the Ganapati, let's assume that I want to document the Lord Ganapati. The moment I documented the Lord Ganapati, the document should not appear like an elephant. I mean, if I wanted to convey Ganapati, my document should convey without any requirement of additional explanation. The document should convey exactly the Lord Ganesha, not the elephant. I mean, if I want to communicate X across the others, across my contemporaries, then X should be conveyed as X only, nothing like minus epsilon, nothing like plus epsilon, right? So there shall not be any misleading data. There shall not be any missing data also. So taking care of this misleading as well as a missing information perhaps is a really challenging job. Always there is a gap in understanding between two people communicating each other through written document. If that gap in between such two people exchanging communication could be reduced with the support of AI, and they say that AI can its place for establishing a communication, effective communication between two people, right? Look, writing document is really challenging. Instead of going with another experts who is like you, we can go with AI to today. But that doesn't mean that whatever AI produces, whatever Chat GPT produces, you have to accept it. No, most of the times Chat GPT would go wrong. Especially there is nothing like a Chat GPT for regional languages. And India is full of regional languages, right? And Chat GPT is made for English today, not for Kannada, not for Telugu, not for Malayalam. There is a opening issues for all of you in case if you love to work on AI, the fundamental concepts of AI that you can take up how do I come out with my own Chat GPT for Kannada, right? We have been trying on Vachana Sahitya. I have a corpus of Vachana Sahitya and I want to interpret a new Vachana. Could be a fresh Adhunika Vachana, could be a old Vachana for which there is no meaning. Can I generate a meaning for the Vachana for which there is no meaning in, right? So we are thinking of a Chat GPT like model for a Kannada language. So there is nothing like Chat GPT which is full of its context, full of its knowledge. There is a scope for you to even to work on fundamental issues related to how to enhance not the writing skill of you, even the generative ability of AI, how to enhance the generative ability of a generative AI. So there are many opening issues. I am sure that most of the speakers would speak on not only the writing skill assistance, but also on AI responsibilities, academic auditing, and AI board research tools, and so on and so forth. I really feel extremely happy being a part of this inaugural function and happily inaugurated with this few thoughts. I just extend, I would like to share and extend my heartfelt thanks to specifically Mr. Basappa and thanks to the management, the Vice Chancellor, for having given me an invitation to be a part of this inaugural ceremony. And thank you one and all for your patience with me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Success is not the key to the happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. This perfectly aligns with the spirit of today's event. And now it's a time to honor our chief guest. Can I request with our Vice Chancellor and all the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our esteemed chief guest? Sir, for accepting our small token of gratitude. And I thank all the technologists for creating our signals. Now it's an honor to invite Professor A. N. Santosh Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Jayanta Science and Technology University, to deliver the essential technology.
Everyone Namaskara. Very good morning to everyone here. At the outset, I submit my most respectful props. The lotus feet of the Govinda, Jagadguru Shishwara, Yeshiketa Swamiji, and seek his divine blessings. Chief guest of today's inaugural function, Dr. D.S. Guru, Senior Professor, Department of Studies in Computer Science, University of Mysore, my friend Dr. P. Natarajan, convener of the program, convener, Veena Kumari, all the other officers, deans from the university, professors from the professors from other faculty members of the Conference College, all the other participants who have come here and invited dignitaries and other friends. I am extremely happy to be a part of this particular inauguration of a 3-day workshop on enhancing academic writing skills with AI tool and managing academic accounts. On 2 points, I am happy. The first one is Rasappa has chosen the right topic, which is very much essential today. And second thing is for chief guest, Dr. D.S. Guru has graciously accepted our invitation and come over here. He is like one of us, but on this occasion, I, on behalf of Dr. Rasappa and his team, and also on behalf of the university, I profusely apologize for the miscommunication in terms of the timings, because I don't know how he printed 2 invitations. For us, he has given at 10:30, and for the chief guest, he has given at 10 o'clock. But it doesn't matter, anyway, the program has started in good state. Once again, sir, I'm extremely sorry, not only for him, for all the others who have seen the 10 o'clock invitation and come here. And I'm not going to speak after Dr. D.S. Guru's inaugural address. I'm definitely not going to have the courage to speak on AI tools. He is the person he is the master of that. However, couple of things I would like to just stress upon here. He says enhancing academic writing skills. First of all, you have to enhance writing skills if you have writing skills. What I'm seeing over a period of probably 1 decade now, the writing skills is slowly on the decline. In the schools, I have seen my own children and children from others. They do a lot of writing. Once they come to the college, suddenly the mobile takes over, no writing at all. And that's what it has also come into the office space. My registrar sends me a message, FIKI. I said, what is this FIKI? For you to be great ignorance. So we have got the patience to write things. And most of us do not even know. Even I use we have got the Grammarly, Billboard and all this. We also use it. But once we read it, we it gives some suggestions. Then we are going to see, as you very rightly said, we are going to see whether these changes are essential or not. Because I belong to the old school of thought. Sometimes I want some salutations in this particular manner only. But he suggests something else. He says remove that. I'm not going to remove it. But it should be only in the form of a suggestion. It should only guide us. It cannot be a substitute, as very rightly said. And most of the people think that AI can do anything, right? And using all these ChatGPT, etc., even in the academic stage today, we are having a lot of other issues as well, right? Assignments today we can't really give assignments because most of them are all generated through these ChatGPT and other things generative ChatGPT. And even if you try to check, the students are also they become very smart now. They use paraphrasing tools. So they take the original this one from AI generated these kind of apps, then put it in the paraphrasing tools 2 times, 3 times. Most of the times the entire meaning itself has changed. But they think that they have done a wonderful job and submit. So yet we should know what are the limitations of all these modern tools. Even though artificial intelligence, they say, can do a lot of things, can't substitute human intelligence. After all, we have made it now. Right? Probably a day might come, it can become more intelligent than that, but today, I'm very sure, it has its own limitations. We should understand those limitations. And even if you're using AI, tools or whatever tools, we should also have courage to acknowledge that we have used it, and we should not only acknowledge, we should make sure that these kind of things are also informed. So you can't simply generate something else, absolutely get it. So since Chief Judge has got another program, important program, and we said on that he can enough to get that given up that. I'm very sure this 3-day program on enhancing academic rating skills with AI tools and managing academic accounts is going to be completely successful. I request all the participants to take part very actively. As he said, it is simply not listening to some lecture and going up. You have to equally interact, participate actively so that you can all benefit. Otherwise, there's no point in doing all these kinds of workshops. So you should all participate actively, and you will have a fruitful learning at the end of 3 days. So definitely, at least the participants will have enhanced their academic writing skills, and will also learn how AI tools can be used. Thank you so much. Once again, apologies to the teacher for starting the program very late. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words and for highlighting the importance of this program. As we approach the conclusion of this inaugural session, I would like to invite Professor Rakesh MD to propose a vote of thanks.
Good morning, all. It's my honor to deliver the vote of thanks at the formal inauguration of a 3-day workshop on enhancing academic writing skills with AI tools and managing academic accounts. Firstly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. D.S. Guru, Senior Professor, Department of Studies, University of Mysuru. Sir, your presence and inspiring words have set the tone for this workshop. Thank you. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. A.N. Santosh Kumar, Vice Chancellor of JSS Science and Technology University, Mysuru, for gracing the occasion and sharing your vision for the future of academic education. Thank you, sir. The special thanks to Professor Dr. S.K. Dhanraj, Registrar, JSS STU, NS Absentia. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. C. Nataraju, Principal, FGC, Gene Engineering Technology, for your valuable guidance in organizing this workshop. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Registrar, Assistant Registrars, Deans, University officials, heads of the department, faculty members, and other staff for their unwavering support. I also thank Sri Mustafa KL, convener, and Srimati Meena Kumari, co-convener, in planning and coordinating this workshop. I also thank Multimedia Center team for their technical support. Thanks to Srimati Tara for rendering invocation and Professor Rohit Jaman for Master of Ceremony and all the coordinators of this workshop. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants for joining us today and for your enthusiastic involvement in this 3-day workshop. Once again, thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for expressing the gratitude to all those who made this event possible. So we are looking forward for a wonderful 3-day program ahead, which is filled with learning, collaboration, and growth. We have a 10 minutes break.